It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Falcons and the Texans next on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from yr3 Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jordan Willis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
37 yards on the punt with no return. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and net
trying for right, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score with pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Thompson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Completes it to Hardman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 75 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Thompson. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw is Thompson. To throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Watson now going to run the option right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And they'll begin by running the option. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Thompson, throwing on fourth down. Looking for right, and he finds him. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's 17-7. After one, 17-7 is our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Here's Koo to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Watson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and 3. Lindsey now off the read option. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. We'll check on his status when we get back. Maybe a free play for Watson. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On first down, it's Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Alexander Madison, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Throwing again, Thompson. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Room here to run. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. On third down, Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Thompson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watson's throw here on target to Hurst. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the first. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Off play action. Thompson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Thompson sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers. A little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Thompson. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to throw again. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Here's Thompson. Pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to right. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Let's go.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
We're going to shut you down.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Thompson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Back to throw. Thompson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Thompson eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by HOU, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's HOU to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Lindsey now off the read option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
3rd and 2, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's a give to Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Back to throw. Thompson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Watson. Again, that's Hurst. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They go option right on 2nd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing after the interception, Thompson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Watson steps away, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Thompson to throw on second down, and this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Thompson now off the play fake. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. Back to throw again. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second down and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Thompson. Right back to Pitts again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Delgado. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Thompson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Thompson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Now it's Watson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And shedding through the tackle. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Watson now to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating. for it. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Lindsey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And shedding his way forward. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got this one completed to Mims. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down at 4. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
This is caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
You better be afraid of him. You better be afraid of him. Take that.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back for the lead. Here's 3rd and goal. Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "51 yards on the punt there.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 4. A little over a minute and a half remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Watson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Lindsey on the receiving end. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Stopped short of the 25. The 2nd effort couldn't free him. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Stopped short of the 25. The 2nd effort couldn't free him. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Completes it to Hardman. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Houston, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.